Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here, and this time I have a real treat for you for Molten Core, because I took down Ragnaros using Anub'arak. And this is the Anub'arak army that I used, so I have skeletons, I have quillboar, dark eye miner, diabatlings, gargoyle and whelp eggs. And of course Anub'arak with the explosive shells talent, so that everything just keeps blowing up. That's pretty crucial here. Anub'arak is tremendously fun against Ragnaros. You get Anub'arak on the board. You try to push, of course, only one lane like usual, so I prefer typically the right side. And then you just have all of these bombs that you can use with beetles. I have Gargoyle in this comp so that I have something that can tank the Sons of Flame, so Gargoyle can handle that. Then I have a Dark Eye Miner so that I can also mine some of those top spots. I have Whelpex because Whelpex are just really good at dealing damage against Ragnaros itself, because nowadays the beetles only spawn at Anub'arak, so your beetle quantity against Ragnaros is going to be a little bit limited. Downsides of this comp, this doesn't really include anything that takes out Majordom or Executors really easily. I did this with Turtle, so Turtle was playing Jaina and Turtle just executed Majordom down. So there's of course a possibility that you would move the Batlings over here and then you would do this into a spell slot and then you would diss the Dark Eye Miner for an execute. That could be possible if you really need ways to handle Executors better. Although I guess you might be able to get Executors down also with the skeletons and stuff. I didn't really try that properly. But other than that, Anub'arak, even after all the nerfs, tremendously fun against Ragnaros. And this is what it all looks like in action. So here we go, Anub'arak against Ragnaros. Turtle is playing a basic regular Jaina comp, and I'm going in with Anub'arak. So here we have some stuff going for the chest. I'm trying to wait a little bit for some gold. Then I'm trying to get Anub'arak out there so that Anub'arak takes as long as possible to move forward, because that's pretty important. And now we just start to get some of those beetles out there, and yeah, Flame Wakers, they're gone. And then the tower, I have some eggs, I have some beetles. Tower is taking so much damage. Turtle has dealt damage to Majordom Executors in the meanwhile, and now Turtle is waiting until my push has reached beyond the tower. Then Executors is killed, Anub'arak is in between, as you can see. So now that Ragnaros pushes the towers, Anub'arak even survives that. I have some Whelpex out there, they're ready to retake the tower, and I'm already pushing for the next tower as well, so life looks really good. The next tower falls. This tower is super difficult to get up because Ragnaros typically meteors that tower on regular basis, as you can see here. Pow, meteor once again. So it's almost impossible to get that tower to be up on your side other than in the phases where Ragnaros is not present. But we're doing the best we can. Getting some Whelpex, getting some gold. Trying to distract those casters a little bit. Alright, so I have an Anub coming. I would love to mine a little if I could just get that. Yes, now we managed to kill the Pyromancer, so we're getting to mine. Wonderful. And Anub is still alive. Then dropping some skeletons, dropping some Whelpex, just these unbounds on one side of Ragnaros, on other side of Ragnaros, on one side of Ragnaros, on other side of Ragnaros. Pow. Dealing some damage, and actually dealing quite a bit of damage. Ragnaros is taking a beating here. Now there is a risk that the Core Hound might be able to grab the chest, and it was just in time. Ouch. I thought maybe Anub can make it there in time, but it couldn't. Too bad. I actually have 2 Anubs on the board. And that's always a little scary because there are some bugs with Anub and it can sometimes stop spawning beetles and stuff, but right now this still seems to be working fine. At least people have still been reporting that. I haven't experienced that myself, I think, lately. They did fix some of the issues with it, but potentially there still might be something. Anyway, dropping some more stuff on Ragnaros. Getting some poison out there, getting some Whelpex out there. Whelpex shooting Rag. And okay, we're about to get the first phase change. Any moment now. Anytime we drop something out there, then the phase is going to change. And alright, eggs, phase change. The suns are coming. I have the gargoyle in this deck specifically to tank the suns. So here we go in with the gargoyle. And then going to try to drop some damage dealers out there as well, I suppose. Also trying to kill the pyromancer's firehammers, so that they wouldn't be able to hurt my gargoyles. All right, so far looking really good. Explosions, poison happening everywhere. Lost a whole bunch of gold up top right now. Just wasn't there fast enough. Gargoyle tanking, one sun only remains. Life looks really sweet. Just in the middle. Bandits are on their way. Vanishes out there. Okay, Ragnaros re-emerges, but we're in a splendid position now. And because of all the unbound power I have with Anub, then just fighting for that tower is so easy. Now, obviously, that Molten Giant is going to explode when it dies. Ragnaros' Molten Giant has that talent that makes it explode. Boom. You can see, so I lost a bunch of beetles, but hey, I can afford to lose some beetles. It's totally fine. Alright, 126 until overtime. So, basically waiting for the overtime now, before we want to face again. I guess we could deal a bit of damage though, so that we don't get into too much of a hurry. So start pushing some damage in now. And grabbing some towers while we're at it. Pushing a bit more. Those skeletons that summon beetles, then whelpegs. They don't summon beetles, they're not undead or beast, but they're still good. Very useful. Now we're about to lose a chest again. Except we don't, Turtle. Turtle got the Banshee out there just in time. Alright, wonderful. Now it's time to set up another Anub'arak. We're inches away from facing Ragnaros, so it's just a question of do we want to get the face? When do we want to get the face? And let's see. Maybe waiting just a little bit closer to overtime. Killing some of these minis that are pushing now, so that the lanes are pretty clear. And we're ready to go. Okay, overtime arrives. I'm saving up some gold. Want to be ready to get another Anub'arak out there. Overtime, base. Anub is here. Let's get some stuff out there. Whelpegs, skeletons, beetles. Gargoyle to tank the middle Son of Flame, so that Son of Flame would not cause me any problems. And that one is down. And just sending. A little bit of a living bomb, but that's okay. Just keep sending unbounds at Ragnaros, both sides. Anub'arak is still alive, but not for long. I'm going to refresh another Anub'arak out there. Going to get some more poison stacks in. Just dropping unbounds, both sides of Rag, so Rag is just constantly under a barrage from unbounds. There's a Son of Flame now close to our base, so I'm defending a little bit with a gargoyle. There's also Jaina defending. So we have a lot of stuff out there, and this Ragnaros, it's just going down. Anub'arak is actually pretty strong against Ragnaros, and this is the post nerf version. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.